What's up, everybody? It's your boy Carlos Tamez Mendez with CTM Photography. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some lighting techniques that I recently used with gas and supply, a little photo shoot that we had going on. I'm using 3 different strobes. One's an impact light with a 22-inch beauty dish, and the other 2 lights are just some other, I don't even know what they are. If you really want to know, just message me and I'll tell you. But it's just lights. Now, you don't have to use strobes. You can use your speed lights. Those work out just as fine. I like using these because I'm tired of using batteries. I hate buying them. So I invested in these. This is what we get. Okay, at this point, I'm just testing the light. Right? I moved the light around. I'm checking my exposure, and I'm liking this shot, and it's coming out pretty good. Right? So I start firing some shots to see what I got working with me. But when this image pops up, I realize, okay, I had messed with my exposure. It's too bright in the background. Okay, I have a light shining to the far left. If you see that little strobe, that little glare, some people like it, some people don't. I don't know. I wasn't really digging it. So I moved that around and I changed my exposure. And as you can see here, it looks a lot better. At least to me it does. All right, I got a light behind them shooting it against the wall. And then I have my beauty dish positioned a little bit left to the subjects. And then I increased my shutter speed, which gave, a darker look in the back. Now this photo, I can dig it. The other one, not so much. So once you have your exposure and your settings, everything's the way you want it, start firing, man. Start switching different lenses and see what you got. This was an 80 millimeter Sigma. That one came out nice. I decided, hey, let's get closer, let's get into action, let's get some sparks, right? So as you can see, these are some sparks. Not that great, so I need to lower my shutter, increase the f-stop, which is less blurry in the background, but still comes out nice. So this image, I think it came out cool. In an artistic form, it's great. For a billboard, not so much. But I just think it looks good. The lighting looks nice. They're lit up, the background's lit up, sparks are flying into action. I think it's a cool picture, So I took a couple more. It was real fun to shoot. The guys were yelling and screaming when the sparks were going all over me. It was cool. Here's another spark shot where you can see a little bit more of his face. That one came out nice. Mind you, I'm keeping everything to the left and to the right because it's going to be for a billboard. So now it's time for a group shot. So basically what I did is I have an umbrella to the left of the guys, which is feathering the light across all of them. And then what I'm going to do is position them where I want them. Now when you look at this image, the lighting doesn't look great, and the first thing that I notice when I see it is that they're kind of pyramiding up. The guy on the left, he's the shortest, the guy on the right, he's the tallest, and it looks like it's kind of just going up. I didn't like that, so what I did was I asked them, hey, can you move around over here? You're gonna go over here. I don't like the way it looks, and you gotta take charge. So there they are. I think it's looking good, but I'm not digging the lighting. Okay, it's just kind of bland, So what I did is I positioned a light directly behind them, shooting towards me, and then I have another light shooting back towards the ceiling. Now this image to me is a lot more dramatic and looks a lot better than the one we just started with. As you can see, the shadows coming towards me, the light shining through. I have a light shining against the back wall, so it kind of separates the subjects from the foreground and the background, however you want to call it. But to me that looks a lot better. So I took a couple more, got a little bit lower, got a little bit closer, just for a different kind of angle, a different view. This is the one they really liked. I like the one where I was kind of a little further back, but this is the one the boss man wanted. If I could do anything differently to this photo, I'd push those dumb cables to the right, whatever that cable is, get it out of the frame. Yeah, I could do some Photoshop and get rid of it, that's no problem, but we're not talking about Photoshop here. We're talking about the lighting. I think the lighting looks good. Everyone's pretty evenly lit. We got some light coming in for a dramatic effect, and I like the way the lights on the ceiling kind of cascade back. With this photo you can't see this much, but the other one you can. So basically, those are my lighting techniques. It's your boy CTM, Los Man, Carlos Tamez Mendez with CTM Photography. I'll get back with y'all later on. Peace.